Well, I tell you what, JayZ's lawyers ain't got no quitting them.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, JayZ's lawyers? Man, oh man, here we go again, guys. Here we go again. They have filed another motion, and they are really trying. And like I said earlier, there is no quit in Alex Spiro or Spiro. I've heard it said or pronounced two different ways. You guys go with what you want, all right? But again, his lawyer is now filing and basically saying, hey, when she says this crime happened, it falls outside the statutes of limitations, which is very interesting now. Like, again, it says they're eyeing a legal loophole, okay? Because they're really trying is everything in their might to get this doggone lawsuit dismissed. And remember, this judge also filed and ruled, for Jane Doe staying behind the Jane Doe pseudonym, and then also went after JayZ's lawyers and said, quit filing so many damn things and thinking that JayZ's above the law. Chill the F out, right? Pretty crazy stuff. They said she said slow it down. Okay? She said slow it down, and yet now he files another one, which is interesting. He's like, is it okay if I send you another motion because I already sent it though. So yeah, you better throw this mother lover out because it does not fall within the statute of limitations. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is very, very interesting, but of course we're going to be talking about this in the live here in a little bit, but take a look at this. This is insane, guys. All right, JayZ's attorney says there's a bunch of holes in the R lawsuit against the rapper, and he's looking to have this case thrown out by any means necessary. No doubt, he is trying everything in his power to make this doggone thing go bye-bye. He's trying to vaporize this mug. If it's going to be a technicality, if it's going to be on technicalities, he going to do whatever he can, because let's be real, he a lawyer, and that's what they do. It'll be a thing. Well, technically, if it don't fit, you must acquit type thing. You know what I mean? Now it's a situation about timing. Not only just what he did in his whole PowerPoint presentation on a jumbotron, talking about the timing of that. It's also about the timing in which this crime actually took place. Let's take a look at this. In new court documents obtained by TMZ, which we'll be looking at in its entirety on the main channel on a live very, very soon. Alex Spiro, the lawyer representing JayZ, says he's gearing up to file a motion to dismiss the lawsuit against JayZ for the lemteen time, okay? Claiming the statute Jane Doe is suing under didn't even take effect until after the alleged SA and can't be applied against the rapper retroactively. So, as JayZ's attorney puts it, the statute was enacted in December 2000, 3 months after Jane Doe claims she was SA'd by JayZ and Diddy at an MTV music video, MTV VMAs after party. Okay. Now, what's interesting about this, again, he's going, well, the statute it isn't enacted until December 2000. So if she was attacked 3 months prior, okay, 3 months prior to this statute being enacted, she can't use it as far as this goes. But in my mind, I'm going, well, if you're being viciously attacked or a crime is done against you and it's a civil lawsuit, then does the statute still can he still use this? You see what I'm saying? Can he still use this as an excuse? Because again, a deplorable act, right? A deplorable, egregious crime is committed against you. Can she still use the statute, or can the statute still apply for her? Can she still be within the confines of it? I guess that's up to the judge on what they are going to do. But at the same time, they are using this as a reason to file and try to move to get this dismissal up and going. Okay. So even if the statute did apply, JayZ's lawyer says it only covers conduct committed within New York City. Another loophole. See what I'm saying? Another technicality. So he says it only covers conduct committed within New York City. And he insists the purported location of the alleged attack could not have been New York City. So it could not have even happened in New York City because what she says in her filing. So he says Jane Doe claims in her filing, okay, in her lawsuit, she was driven from the Radio City Music Hall to a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway about 20 minutes away. But JayZ's lawyer says any residence with that type of description, if it even exists at the time, would be outside the territorial boundaries of New York City. So not only is he saying it doesn't fall within this lawsuit, this crime, these allegations don't even fall within within the confines of the statute of limitations. He's also sitting here saying, hey, that statute of limitations only apply in the New York City area. The attack didn't even happen in New York, in New York City. If she's claiming that it did, there's no way. There's no way. This had to have been in Jersey, Philadelphia, somewhere, but definitely not New York City. And if that's the case, then this does not apply. Also, pretty interesting stuff. JayZ's lawyer doesn't stop there, arguing any of Jane Doe's possible claims have expired way back in August of 2021. From the looks of it, JayZ's legal team is fighting hard to get the case tossed out. Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, tells TMZ these are technical arguments being made. Good job. And the law is clearly on our side and the side of the alleged victims. The law is well settled that we are correct. Now, what's really interesting about this whole thing, all right? Again, Spiro, however you pronounce his last name, like I said, heard it pronounced different ways. He is doing everything. He's singing for his supper, okay? He is doing his job. His job is to protect and try to get JayZ out of this mucky muck. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. Now, is this going to anger the judge? Probably. Because the judge is probably like, yo, you need to stop throwing all these things at me. This one, though, seems like it's a little bit more of a softball, being tossed rather than him just going in like the other filings he's had, these other motions that he's put out, these other letters that he's put out. They've been pretty intense, being like, oh, my JayZ's above the law. He above the law. You know what I mean? It's been pretty insane. So I don't know how the judge is going to react to this one here. But again, he is going on technicalities now. Let me just repeat this too. This does not automatically show, or let me just say this though. This does not automatically show that JayZ is innocent. These technicalities here that he's throwing out, sure, we heard Spiro with his PowerPoint presentation and his timing, and we heard the Jane Doe with her inconsistencies, her major inconsistencies in her interview. We've heard all of that. Nonetheless, though, this motion here does not show any proof of innocence. It doesn't. All it is technicalities. Let's not forget that too. But at the same time, hey, that's what JayZ's lawyer is there to do, is to look through all those things with a fine-tooth comb, find those technicalities, find those inconsistencies, find those loopholes, and try to get his client to walk free. Now, again, this is also a civil lawsuit. This is not a criminal lawsuit, not yet at least, okay? And so right now, it's not really him walking free. It would be walking free and innocent in the court of public opinion for sure. But at the same time, we still have yet to see fully from their side, outside of that PowerPoint presentation, proof that JayZ is 110% innocent. Again, this does not show innocence. It just shows the timing and the jurisdiction is off. And that could be a thing that helps JayZ walk out of this situation unscathed. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Let me know what your thoughts are, okay? Because in my personal opinion, hey, JayZ is innocent until proven guilty. That's what I truly believe. These allegations are pretty crazy. I have been side-eyeing the Jane Doe's allegations, the loopholes, or not the loopholes, but the holes in her timeline, the holes in her story are very questionable, but that doesn't automatically mean that she is lying. Doesn't automatically mean that it did not happen. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I am very curious as to what everybody else thinks out here and how the judge is going to make a decision as well on this whole thing. Is this really going to see the inside of a courtroom, or is this going to be fully dismissed? Not because of technicalities that Alex Spiro's putting out here, but because of the proof, the evidence, the information that Jane Doe and Tony Busby needs to present to the judge and to the court as well. Only time will tell, but that'll be very interesting if the judge looks at this and says, yep, these are good points. Yep, that didn't happen in New York City because technically, let's be real, I don't know a White House with a U-shaped driveway in the middle of New York City. So technically that doesn't, that I get that part. And, you know, if the attack happened 3 months before the statute, before the confines of the statute of limitations, then I can see that technicality, but maybe the judge might give this Jane Doe some grace. Only time will tell. But what say you? Let me know what your thoughts are. Love to hear your thoughts. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to comment. Okay, crush that subscribe button, and we'll talk soon. This is it. Like I said. JayZ's team is definitely singing for this. They're putting in the work. All right. This is going to be very interesting how this pans out. But we're going to talk about this on the main channel here soon, okay? Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.